some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Aloha from Honolulu and home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll run it from the gun. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games.
Turning on the Jets. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Slater. Quickly out to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was a nice catch right near the line of scrimmage. Man, you want to get some yak after the catch and try to make a play, but that defense was right on him, got him on the ground too quick.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw again. Still looking, on the move. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding a hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him working away. Nice job being on the same page. The first down.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Wolverines will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Sacked at the 7.
And that is just what you want. You get a first and goal situation defensively, and you can get a sack and get a good loss. put them out of an easy running situation. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to throw. It's Slater. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
And you've got a golden opportunity here now on 3rd down. I know you just threw an incompletion, but you've had a really nice drive to start this game. You want to cap this thing off, and you want to do that by scoring a touchdown. So think about who your best playmakers are and who needs to get a look on this critical 3rd down. Whether you're running it or you're throwing it, the best players touch the ball right here.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for your quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get it to the edge. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to fire. Finds a tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
Just going to keep it after the snap. There he goes. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Looking for a huge play. He's got it at the 20. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. It's great to spread the ball around and fool him, but if you've got a dude, feed him, and they are.
No doubt, Reese. That guy is a problem. I mean, you got a receiver that's so talented out wide, hard to cover. Go to him once, go to him twice. Shoot, let's go to him a 3rd time.
He'll set up to throw. Swings it out to his running back. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They go to the ground. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They've relentlessly moved forward. Now it's getting down to cases. 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, and it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big fella, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Throws for the tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Looking to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Lots of room to run. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Michigan.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. To do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Power football with the run. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Might be changing the route. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wants to go up top. Set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does, takes advantage of great field position.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Rainbow Warriors line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Pulls it in. It's Wells. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback may change this route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. And the Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. So here comes the Michigan offense. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal on their first 3 possessions. Dropping back, it's Slater. Oh, they're after him. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Get the quarterback off his spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hit on him. Check, check, check. You want to do everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Going over the top. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pressure coming. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And that defender was just smothering the quarterback on that screen attempt. You know, the QB's taught to hold on to it to the last possible second. He had no shot trying to negotiate that defender.
And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Right down the middle. Rolls it in. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was find his man for 6.
And that was a really good catch, but he stretches out, and he couldn't get one of those puppies down and get it in bounds, but it was a really nice catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback keeper. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing it around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Well, a field goal kicker can step away from the net, go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on 3rd and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up 1st and goal.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Jackrabbit. 6. Back has it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Warriors!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Florida Atlantic is trailing right now, and I know it may look bleak, but this team needs to regroup, remind itself it's at home, and remember just how quickly things can change. They're trailing by just 4 to FIU. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Slater. Fires to the big fella. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes a catch along the left sideline, and that is a big pickup. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34. Running back searching for a hole. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Touchdown, Michigan! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They try to pop a run on the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. Didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lewis. Time to take a shot. Makes a grab down the middle. Off and running. Inside the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the 1st half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the 1st half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the 2nd half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So let's Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Throws to the tight end. Finds a man on the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Ready to go back to work on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think then if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
That's caught. It's Wells.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
So they're facing third and short from the 25. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Back to throw, it's Slater. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Quickly to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Haynes. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
And I think if I'm a QB, I like the decision. I get it to my running back who's really good after the catch, who's really good with the ball in his hands, but the defense did the job. They got him on the ground. They gave up some yards, but they forced the fourth down.
Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
Man, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Makes the grab. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Wolverines come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, it's Slater. Got it behind the line, it's Haynes. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Wants to keep it in the air. Going deep. He's got it inside the 30. Hits the crease. Touchdown, Wolverines. He got a step and just dusted the field. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops from and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Looks as if he's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up 4th and short.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the ground with the back. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
This offense is in no hurry, right? Control the clock is priority number 1. I'm going to run the football. I got the lead. I already got great field position, but I'm not interested in scoring right away. I got to make sure I watch that play clock tick down, maximize those seconds, and keep being physical with the run game.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Looking downfield, it's Slater. Steps away to find some room. The throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion, it's now 4th and short in the red zone. Decision time if you're the head coach. Do you just take the field goal, or do you keep your offense on the field looking to get 6?
They're throwing for it on 4th down. He's got it. 1st down and more. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They send the tight end in motion. To the air on 1st down. Flips it out to the back. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Wants to throw it. A little release to the back. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got it. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to pass. It's Lewis. Here's a heat. Makes the catch. It's Wells. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Rainbow Warriors are in the hurry-up.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the 1st down. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Rainbow Warriors are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Wells. Touchdown, Hawaii! And they take it in for 6 more points. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
The inside handoff. Plows through the defense.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Breaks into the open.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on 3rd down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late running the ball on 3rd.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. Got enough for the 1st down. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Fires to the right. It's caught.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today, and we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They'll go with a direct snap. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
To the air, it's Slater. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent, and we didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive in advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and can...
Touchdown, Wolverines! Quick strike through the air for the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Using his feet to buy time. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to him.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
To the air on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man on the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature them, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Looking to throw, it's Lewis. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Quarterback making checks. From the red zone, looking for a space. Lets it fly. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, what a great play by the defender there. Big-time players make big plays in big games, and against an outstanding wide receiver one-on-one, he's able to knock the ball away and force an incompletion late in the game with everything on the line.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Bringing it back. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to end. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.